Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. I'm from Ukraine myself. In this video I'm gonna speak about the precise details of the failed Russian operation that they tried to cross the river of Siversky Donetsk on the eastern part of the front line. Let's go. For the frontline review I mostly use the deep state map, and let's zoom in for the Severodonetsk and Lysychansk. It gives very precise details and also it has the timeline, but unfortunately I cannot show you the Latin letters, so we have Cyrillic letters, but I can spell them for you: Severodonetsk, Lysychansk. And here we have the massive Russian attack on those two cities, but the problem for Russian force is that we have the natural obstacle, this river. It's called Siversky Donetsk, and they tried actually to cross it over here to reach Bilogorivka. To cross it there they needed to build the bridge. So today we're gonna speak about that failed operation, but let me tell you first why the Bilogorivka is so important, because it has the main road over here that leads directly to Lysychansk. So Russian army potentially could block all of these ways from here and probably from this part if they would try their best. So you don't need to lose many forces fighting in the cities, so you can just circle those two cities and try to make our Ukrainian forces to surrender. But no, the operation just went to complete failure. Building the bridge in that particular point is quite a hard task. First of all, the river is quite wide, so you need to use 8 sections of the military bridge, and also the current flow is quite fast, so you need to use also the boats to support the bridge while you are building it. And that requires lots of personnel, engineering equipment, vehicles to be used at the same time, and moreover it requires a lot of time to build this bridge. But Russian generals decided to make it happen, so early morning on 12th of May they started to build this bridge. And just before, our Ukrainian intelligence services got the information that Russia would build the bridge somewhere near to Bilogorivka, and our troops tried to find a place where it is more suitable for Russians to build the bridge. We were able to find few of the spots near to Grigorivka and Bilogorodka that potentially could be used by Russians, and this particular place was the major one to be concerned by Ukrainian army, and we were waiting for Russians to attack over there. That is why our artillery systems were already aimed for this particular point. Our army was also using the drones where it was possible, and actually we were able to find some of the armored vehicles and tanks of Russian army. They were located in this forest, so all this part is the forest, my friends, and we still didn't know where they would go, here, there, but as I say to you, it was the major point for us to concern where they actually went. And in the morning Russia started the wildfires over here. They just burned the forest down, and they also launched the smoke that is used to cover the troops. It was early morning, so because of the temperature inertia it was very foggy, and our drones and our troops couldn't identify the place, the exact place that they're gonna build the bridge. But some of our Ukrainian soldiers who were close to that river actually heard the engine sound from those boats. So normally you don't need those boats to build that bridge, but because of the strong current they had to use those boats, and actually we have their exact position, not by sight but by sound. After that our artillery was warned that it was the place, and our troops retreated a little bit to let Russians cross the river and to bomb them on the both of the coasts. We thought that Russia would build all 8 sections and then cross the river, but actually they built first 6 and already started to send their troops across the river, and small armored vehicles, BTRs, more than 100 of Russian soldiers successfully crossed this river, and after that our command caused the artillery to fire. It was the most massive usage of Ukrainian artillery in this war. We destroyed most of the vehicles that were near to this river and that were crossing this bridge. We have some of the videos. Alright, I showed you this video in one of my previous videos, but anyway, let me tell you more. So here we have the Russian soldier just staying on a BTR that is floating, and yeah, probably you will not see the bridge, so let me change the position. So we have 1, 2, 3 sections. So here's the section. So totally need 8 sections to be built. There is the part of the BTR under the water converted to the submarine, and they built like 6 sections, and they sent all the troops excluding the tanks. So for tanks they need to build 2 more sections, but we started the fire, and we have lots of vehicles here on that side also been destroyed. The bridge just being destroyed. We bombed this part and that part. Probably it is the southern part, and that is the northern part. But still there were some of the vehicles of Russia that were not intact, and they were just hiding in the bushes. But a little later our artillerists were able to re-aim for the new target with the help of the drones, of course, and it was the second massive attack on Russian troops. They were totally devastated. More than 70 vehicles and tanks were destroyed from the Russian army, engineering equipment for building those kind of bridges. Many troops, from the information I have, there were around 200 Russians who lost their lives over there, but some of them successfully crossed the bridge, as I told you before, and they were hiding at Ukrainian controlled territory for a few days, and later some of them just surrendered. This was extremely poorly conducted operation by Russian generals and Russian troops. Generals, they don't care. They send Russian troops wherever, to Chernobylivka, to Snake Island, here. So I predict that they're gonna send the troops once again at the same place or somewhere near. And that also shows that Russian generals are there to wear their medals and beautiful uniform, but not to command the forces. They are in lack of competence in what they are doing. They just live in some kind of parallel world controlling their troops. My friends, if you like it, just press the like and subscribe to my channel, and also if you can, please support this channel on Patreon, where you can have this special access for some of the perks from my side, or you can just support this channel via PayPal. My friends, part of the money I donate for charity to help Ukrainian people, and also I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time.